try to understand the important concepts and how we can apply those concepts in our devotional life. So we'll begin systematically studying first canto, first chapter. There are total 12 cantos of Srimad Bhagavatam, and we'll try to study one chapter at a time. Srimad Bhagavatam is the highest Vedic literature. It was composed by Srila Vedvyasji after composing all the Vedas, Puranas, Upanishads, and Mahabharata. When Vedvyasji was not satisfied at that time with the blessing of his guru, Sri Narada, Vedvyasji composed Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam is none other than Lord Krishna himself appearing in the form of Vedic literature. And Srimad Bhagavatam is all about various devotees' lifestyle and various devotees describing about Lord Krishna. So it's a pure Amal Puran, it is called as. All the other Vedic literatures which Vedvyasji composed had some sort of material aspect attached to it. Material aspect means something which is related with better material facilities. The description in various Vedas and Puranas are about how to improve your material life. But Srimad Bhagavatam is all about spiritual life. So all the devotees of Lord, they talk about how we can go back to home, back to Godhead. And the stories are about lives of various devotees like Parikshit Maharaj, life of Bhishma Pitamaha, Mata Kunti, Vidurji, Brahmaji, Maitreya Rishi, like that. All the wonderful devotees' pastimes are mentioned. So we will get inspired with the life stories of different devotees. So it says that we will begin the study of Srimad Bhagavatam. We will begin with the invocation, Mangalacharana prayer to our Guru Maharaj. Om Ajnanirantasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sagatam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavascha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sujivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Pajana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahanamita Shri Vishakanitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So, Srimad Bhagavatam begins with this prayer, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, first shloka. So, what we'll do is we'll recite together this shloka, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, 3 times. You can follow me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devi Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayamudire Nashtaprayeshu Vadreshu Nityam Bhavati Sevaya Bhavati Uttama Shloke Bhakti Bhavati Nashti Nidraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki. So we're going to study first chapter of first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. And what I've done is I've drawn a chart here. This chapter of first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, if you have a book, you can open the page number. Is this in this small book. The page number is 41. So in this small book, there are 8 chapters. So page number 41. So here in this chapter there are total 23 shlokas. How many? 23. Okay. By the end of the day, when you leave from here, I want you to remember this whole chart. Because once you remember this whole chart, you will memorize. This is like a flashcards. Okay. So when you remember this whole thing, you will remember the entire first chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam. I want you to take this memory with you. So what I'm going to do is here, I'm going to give you an overview of the entire chapter. So then you will be able to memorize it or remember it. Right? Sometimes if there is too much information, then our brain does not assimilate. And then we are back to square one. Right? So I want you to take some highlights here. So the title of this chapter is Questions by Sages. Okay? So here in this chapter, there are sages who have assembled in the Naimisharanya and they are asking questions to Sutta Goswami. Hare Krishna, please come. Namaste. Welcome. We are reading Srimad Bhagavatam. You can take darshan and if you like, you can join us. So this title of this chapter is Questions by Sages, and these sages are asking questions to Sutta Goswami. And I'm going to come back to this. Now, why we are learning this chapter, first of all. Once you have why, then you can remember everything. Right? So when we learn this chapter, first of all, we will learn about Kali Yuga. The current age is Kali Yuga. And those sages in the past, this is the story of sages going back to 5,000 years or more. And these sages had predicted what's going to happen in this age, Kali Yuga. So those sages, they were asking these questions for our problems in the current life. So when we read Srimad Bhagavatam, we can get the answers to the problems in the current age. And what are the problems are listed here in this chapter. Second, this Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, first chapter, also deals with the definitions, certain definitions. Like first is the absolute truth. What do some people say? What truth? But then what is the truth? There are two types of truth. One is relative and one is absolute. So the definition of absolute truth is mentioned here in this chapter of Bhagavatam. And so that is prelude, the beginning of this chapter. There is in the first chapter, first shloka, the definition of absolute truth is mentioned. Then in the second chapter, second shloka of this chapter, there is the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam. Why we should read Bhagavatam. What is the importance of Bhagavatam? Hare Krishna. Welcome. Nice to see you. So we are reading this book called Srimad Bhagavatam. Here is the book. You can take a copy if you like.
Yeah.
Okay. So then the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam are mentioned in the second shloka. And then the third shloka of this chapter is an invitation to enjoy the Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam is a very sweet nectarian book. Once you start enjoying, then you can relish it. Then in the shloka number 4 to 8, the sages, first of all, they are glorifying Sutta Goswami. So all these sages are assembled in the Naimisharanya. In India, there is a place called as Naimisharanya, and in Uttar Pradesh. And they assembled there to perform a sacrifice. At that time, Sutta Goswami, another learned sage, appeared. So when somebody who is very learned, very qualified, then how should we invite them? How should we give them respect? And then they ask the questions to Sutta Goswami. So they glorify the Sutta Goswami. So then 4 to 8 is glorification of Sutta Goswami. And then 9 to 23 is the questions by sages, along with the qualities of Kalika. So in this chapter, first is the prelude, then the glorification of Sutta Goswami, and then the questions by sages. And then the questions by sages is the Kali Yuga problem. Current age is Kali Yuga. So what are the problems of this age? That is mentioned in Shloka number 9, and then, Shloka number 10. And then sages are eager to hear about the solutions for the current problems. So they are asking questions. Right? So this is an overview. So main 3 points in this chapter we are going to learn is, first is the prelude, which is the glorification of Srimad Bhagavatam, definition of absolute truth, and relishment of the Bhagavatam. Then second point we are going to study is the Sutta Goswami, what are his qualities, why he is the one who is speaking the Bhagavatam. And third point we are going to study is the questions by the sages along with the Kalima quality. Right? So this is an overview of this chapter. So then once you have this in your brain, then you will be able to remember the Srimad Bhagavatam. Once you have this in mind, you can explain the Bhagavatam to others. Okay, this is like a structure. So first 3 shlokas is, first is there is a definition of God, absolute truth. Bhagavan kaun hai? Who is God? That is explained in first canto, first chapter, first shloka. And then second shloka is the glorification, that why we are reading this Srimad Bhagavatam. And third is an invitation to all of us. So first shloka here is Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Janmadhyasya Yatanyavaditarasya Artheshu Vignasvarata Tene Brahmadadikavaye Muryanti Yata Suryaha Tejo Varimudam Yata Vinimayo Yatra Sri Sargam Vrusha Dhamna Svena Sada Nirasta Kuhakam Satyam Param Dhimani. So this is the entire shloka. Now I'm going to explain you this shloka one step at a time. Okay? So first line is Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So who is Vasudeva? Krishna himself. Vasudeva is son of Vasudeva. Krishna's father is Vasudeva. After him, Krishna is called Vasudeva. So Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So first prayer is to Lord Krishna. And then he says that this is the translation, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain you one line at a time. So we'll remember this shloka very nicely. Okay? So it's a very complicated shloka, but I want you to take some message with you. So Janma Adyasya Yataha, which means that Krishna, he is the Janma Adi Asya. Yeah. So Janma means appearance, right? Creation. When everything appears, created, Janma, and Adi means original. Janma Adyasya Yataha, which means that Krishna, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Krishna is the cause of all creations, maintenance and destruction. So everything is Janma Adyasya Yataha. So Krishna is the source of everything. Then Anyavad Itarasya Artheshu Abhigna Sarata. So Krishna is directly and indirectly conscious of all the manifestations. So the definition of absolute truth is one who is the source of everything. One who is the source of all the creation, maintenance and destruction. Everything comes from whom? That person is the absolute truth. Second is that he is conscious of everything. He knows everything, directly or indirectly. And third is Swarata. Swarata means independent. So the definition of God or Supreme Absolute Truth is one who creates everything, one who maintains everything, one who if he desires he can destroy everything. Right? One who knows everything happening at every corner of the creation, and who is independent, who is not dependent on anybody else. That is one definition of God. Then fourth part of this definition is Tene Brahmaradadi Kavai. One who imparted the knowledge of Vedas first to Brahma. Brahma is the first living entity ever created on this planet. And the absolute truth is the one who gives this knowledge of Vedas to Brahma. So that is Lord Krishna. The fifth part of his definition is Muyati Yata Suryaha. Dejo Varim Yatha Vinimayo Yatra Trisanam. So here Muyanti Yata Suryaha. Muyanti means illusion. So with Krishna's illusionary energy is so powerful that even the great knowledgeable people also get illusioned. Like there is a story of Vishwamitra Rishi. If anybody has heard about the story. Vishwamitra was a great tapasya. He was doing the tapasya. But one day, to break his tapasya, Mohini came. A beautiful lady. And even Vishwamitra didn't see her. But just by hearing her anklets, his meditation got disturbed. She was so beautiful that she got attracted. Vishwamitra got attracted. Now Mohini is none other than Krishna himself. One time Lord Shiva also got attracted with the Mohini Murti. So Krishna is very, very powerful, very, very attractive. When Samudra Manthan was going on, Krishna, to give the benefit of Amruta to Devtas, Krishna took another Mohini avatar. And then all the Rakshasas got attracted. So everybody gets illusioned by the creation of Krishna. Sometimes when we see beautiful things around us, we get attracted. But that's just an illusion, because what you see beauty is not really beauty. The soul is beautiful actually, it's not the body which is beautiful. Because the same beautiful person when dies becomes, nobody wants to see that person, is that right? There are many film actors, actresses, they look very beautiful. Right? But when they die, nobody wants to see them. Why? Because the beauty, so-called beauty, was because of Atma. But everybody gets illusioned by the external beauty. Nobody sees the internal beauty. Is that right? Whole world is running around external beauty. So that is Krishna's illusion. Krishna has created this illusion. As if you go in a movie and on the curtain you see some fighting or some movie scene, and people start reacting to the scene. But as soon as the movie is gone, it's finished, then all the illusion is finished, right? So similarly, the whole material world is an illusion actually. Everything is illusion. What you see really, it does not exist. What you see in the night time, is it true or false? It's false. Why? Because night also you sleep, and you see, the day also you see. Which is true, day or night? It's relative actually. Because everything disappears. As the dream disappears, right? The dream disappears. Similarly, whatever you have worked in this whole life disappears as soon as you die. Like this. Is that right? Suppose you have accumulated billions of dollars. Gone. Right? Can you carry anything with you? No. As soon as the dream is over, everything is finished. Similarly, as soon as this life is over, everything is an illusion. It's a big illusion, but we all are trapped in the illusion. And who has created this illusion? Krishna has created. He is a bigger illusionary than anybody else. He is a big magician. And one who can see this, those can only survive. Otherwise, everybody is trapped. People are fighting. The countries are fighting with each other. That's a big illusion. One country is thinking that this is my land, another country is thinking nobody's land actually. It's Krishna's land. But the illusion is so big that everything appears to be real. Sometimes in the night time you see a tiger and you start crying. Does that happen with you? Ever? Or not tiger, but any other dream, a frightening dream, and you get up from the sleep. Does that happen with you? It happens with all of us. Why does it happen? Because in the dream we think it's real, but it's not real. Similarly, everybody in the world fighting with each other, there's anger, there's a chaotic situation, because of a big illusion that everything is true, which is not. Right? So even the great sages and demigods are placed into illusion. All the great people, those people who are fighting for the war, for the piece of land, do you think they are illiterate? They are very knowledgeable people, actually. Right? Israel is one of the very sophisticated country on the planet. And the people who are supporting them are also very intelligent people. It's not like they are illiterate. But everybody is trapped into this illusion that everything is real. People are fighting. This is Krishna's energy. Krishna can illude everybody. Tejo vari mridam yatha vinimayo yatra trisargam bhushava. As one is bewildered by the illusionary representation of water seeing the fire and land seeing the water. Yatra trisargam bhushava. Only because of him do the material universe, temporarily manifested by reactions of three modes, appears to be real. Trisarga. There are three modes, Sattva-guna, Rajoguna, and then there are higher planetary system, middle low planetary system, and lower planetary system. Everything appears to be real. But that is because of the illusion which is created by Krishna. As if sometimes, if you go, there is a fire in the water. There is never fire in the water. But a magician can create that illusion. Right? Sometimes when you go in the desert, you will see a water in the desert. There is no water there. It's called as mirage. It's a reflection of sun appearing like real. Similarly, the whole material world is a big illusion. Everything appears real. But what appears real to you may not be real. That is Krishna's power. And Dhamna Svena Sadas Nirasta Kokam Satyam Param Dhimahi. Dhimahi is the part of Gayatri Mantra. Everybody knows Gayatri. Om Bhurghuvastaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. Dhimahi is a part of Gayatri Mantra. Now Prabhupada Vedyanji has put Dhimahi here in this shloka to invoke Gayatri. Gayatri invites all auspiciousness, all purity actually. So Dhamna Svena Sada Nirastaha Puhakam. So this person whose definition of God is Janma Dasyata, who is the creator, maintainer and destroyer of whole universe. He is directly or indirectly conscious of everything. Swaraj, who is fully independent, who is the one who gave the knowledge to Brahmaji, who puts everybody into the illusion. And because of him, everything appears to be real. He is the one who resides in his Dhamna Svena, who resides in his own Dham, Golok Vrindavan Dham. Krishna always resides in his own Loka, which is called as spiritual world. There are two types of world, one is material and one is spiritual. Krishna always resides in his spiritual world. He is eternally existent in the transcendental abode, which is free from illusion. Krishna's, when you go to Golok Vrindavan Dham, there is no illusion. It's all real. You see, when you see a tree by the bank of a river, you appear a reflection in the water. Is that right? So that you see everything upside down. The roots usually are down and the branches are up. But in the reflection, the root is up and the branches are down. It's upside down. Similarly, this material world is upside down reflection of the spiritual world actually. In this material world, what we call love is actually lust. You understand love and lust? When we say I love you, I love this, I love that, they love a dog and they love a car and they love women also. So it's a superficial love. It's called as lust. Because I scratch your back, you scratch my back. The day you start stopping scratching my back, I will leave you. That's the love in this world. That's why the divorce rates are very high in this material world. People fight with each other. The people whom you say love you, they don't want to see each other after a few years. Why? Because that is not love. Right? So this material world is the exact replica of, upside down replica of spiritual world. So what appears here is love is actually a lust. So the actual love is Krishna. When you love Krishna, then your love is real. Otherwise, it's not. So this is Satyam Param Dhimani. Then Vidyaji says that absolute truth I am meditating upon. Right? So in this shloka, Vidyaji gives complete definition of absolute truth. You got the point here? Huh? Does it help?
How can we love Krishna?
Yes. So I can love somebody after I can associate with him. I cannot love something which I don't know. So to love Krishna, you have to know Krishna, you have to associate with Krishna. When you know more about that person's quality, then you will develop little attraction. Adu Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha. First Shraddha, then Sadhu Sangha, associating with devotees. Then Bhajana Kriya. Then slowly and slowly you follow the rules and regulations. Getting up early in the morning, chanting, reading Bhagavatam, reading Bhagavad Gita. Then Anartha Nivrutti, give up the unnecessary things, bad things, like if you are eating meat or killing animals, or gambling, cheating, intoxication, all those things. Ado Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajan Kriya, Anartha Nivrutti. Then slowly and slowly you develop Bhava. Then Bhava will convert into prema. It's a stepwise process. You can't have overnight prema. What happens overnight is illusion. Does that help? So this is the definition. So then we go to the next shloka. In the next shloka, in the second shloka, Vidyaji glorifies Srimad Bhagavatam. He says that Dharma Projita Kaitavo Atra Parmo Nirmatsaranam Satam Vedyam Vastavam Atra Vastu Shivadam Tapat Tapatrayo Namulanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krute Imva Paremeshwaraha Sadhayor Abhrudyate Atra Kritabhi Shushata Bhikshu Tatakshanaha. So here in this shloka of Srimad Bhagavatam, which is on the page number is 50. Here Vedvaj is glorifying the Srimad Bhagavatam. And first shloka is about Sambandha, second is called Abhidheya. Any process, there are 3 steps you go on. First is Sambandha, second is Abhidheya, and third is Prayojana. Sambandha means relationship. Then the process to establish the relationship. Yeah? As your question is, how can we establish the love for Krishna? So first is Sambandha, establish the relationship. Then Abhidheya, then there is a process involved. Like if I want to develop friendship with you, what I have to do? First we have to develop some sort of a relationship. Maybe superficial exchange some sort of. Then process. I call you, you call me, I know you know me, I present you with you. That is Sambandha. So there is Abhidheya, sorry. And then Prayojana, the ultimate aim, I want to have relish the relationship. So this is second shloka where Vedvaj explains Abhidheya. So here in this shloka, Vedvaj uses the word Atra 2 times, or 3 times actually. So Dharma Projito Kaitavo. So in this Srimad Bhagavatam, it completely rejects materially motivated reason, dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. So in Srimad Bhagavatam, you will not find any material things, as I said before. There are 4 things: dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. Dharma means duties. People have various types of duties, Kshatriya, Brahmana, Vaishya, Shudra, like that. But Srimad Bhagavatam is for everybody. There is no discrimination like that. Various Puranas and Vedas are for various class of people. But Srimad Bhagavatam is for everybody. Second is Artha. No money part here. You are not going to get it. After reading Bhagavatam, if you think that you will become very rich, that is unlikely. Then Kama. There is no material entertainment here. And then Moksha. If you are looking for moksha, then Srimad Bhagavatam is not for you. Moksha means you want to merge or you want to be absolute, be with God. Some people want to be God. That is not here. Srimad Bhagavatam is all about seva, service. If you want to do service, if you want to serve others, then Srimad Bhagavatam is for you. That is dharma projita kaitavo. Kaitava dharma means the dharma which is bogus, so-called dharma, but it is actually material things. That is kaitava dharma. Then paramo, this is the highest truth. Srimad Bhagavatam is the highest truth of all. Then further, Vedya says, nirmacharanam satam vedyam. It is understandable by devotees who are pure in the heart. Now, it cannot be understood by everybody. Srimad Bhagavatam needs some purity to understand. The next one is Vatsavam Vastu, which distinguishes highest reality from illusion. So Shivadam, it is for welfare of all. Tapatrayona Moolanam, it uproots the threefold miseries. So Adi Devi, Adi Bhautik and Adhyatmik. Three types of problems you can overcome easily by reading Srimad Bhagavatam. Mahamuni Krute. This Bhagavatam is compiled by Mahamuni. Who is Mahamuni? Vedyas. Vedyas is Mahamuni. And is sufficient for God realization. If you really want to know Krishna, if you really want to know God, then only way you can know Krishna or God is through Srimad Bhagavatam. And then Kim va pare, what is the need of any other scripture? There is no need of any other scripture other than Srimad Bhagavatam. If you know Srimad Bhagavatam, then you will know Krishna completely. And the last one is Ishvaro sadhya hridaya avruddhi. Supreme Lord is established within the heart. As soon as one reads Srimad Bhagavatam very carefully. It says that Pritibhi Shushubhis Tat Kshanat. Tat Kshanat means immediately. As soon as you read Srimad Bhagavatam carefully or hear Srimad Bhagavatam carefully, you will be established in relationship with Krishna very immediately. So Srimad Bhagavatam has this potency that you can develop affection for Krishna. But you have to read and hear very attentively. So that is Ishvara sadhyo hridaya avruddhaye. Ishvara means Krishna, Parmeshwara. So if you read or hear Srimad Bhagavatam very carefully, then Krishna will be established in your heart immediately. That is the glorification of Srimad Bhagavatam. Right? So in this shloka, few points, important points is that this Srimad Bhagavatam is nothing material. Right? It is nothing dharma, artha, kama, moksha. It is a pure nirmala. Then it is the highest truth, parama satya. It is for people who are pure in the heart. And it is Shivavadam, which means it is for beneficial of everybody. Right? And it uproots the Tapatraya Moolanam. When you read Srimad Bhagavatam, all the dirty things in your heart will be removed. And it is created by Mahamuni, Vedyasji, for welfare of all. So Srimad Bhagavatam is sufficient for self-realization. There is no need of other scriptures. But the only condition is that Shushubhis tat kshana. Pritibihi shushubhit. You have to hear or read it very attentively. Then you will have Krishna. Right? And the next one is the sweetness of Bhagavatam. Prayojana. The sambandha is the relationship with Krishna. Abhidheya, process, reading Srimad Bhagavatam, and the benefit of it is that relation Bhagavatam. Nigam kalpataror galitam phalam shukmakadamrutadram samvitam pibada bhagavatam rasmalayam muraho rasika bhuvibhavaka. So Vedyaji is saying that this Bhagavatam is the very sweet fruit. It's a very sweet fruit of Kalpataru, this desire tree of Vedic literature. This is the mature literature. This has everything. All the essence of all the Vedas, Upanishads, Puran is there. The fruit has all the essence of the tree. Right? Similarly, Srimad Bhagavatam is very sweet. He says, Rasika Bhuvi Bhavaka. So he says that this Srimad Bhagavatam is so sweet, and Vedaji is inviting everybody who are intelligent people. He says, O expert and thoughtful man, please come and relish this Srimad Bhagavatam. Why? Because this is the mature fruit. And especially, this is coming from Shukdev Goswami. Shukdev Goswami has recited this Bhagavatam. So, this is very, very sweet. So, if you are intelligent, if you are mature, if you are thoughtful, then please come and read Srimad Bhagavatam, because this Bhagavatam has everything what you can think of. It says the summary of all the Vedas is there in Srimad Bhagavatam. And as soon as you hear Bhagavatam, your relationship with Krishna will be established completely. You will become pure. So please relish this Bhagavatam, because it is spoken by none other than Shukdev Goswami, who is the pure devotee of God. So please relish this Bhagavatam. So summarizing first three shlokas here again. First shloka we learned about definition of absolute truth. Second shloka, glories of Srimad Bhagavatam. And third shloka, what we learn? The relishment of Bhagavatam. Vedaji is saying, please read this Bhagavatam, because this is the best of the best. There is nothing best than this in the living literature. You got the point? So 3 points you understood. It will remain with you, and then you got the message, right? Now going to the next part of the Bhagavatam, next second half. Okay, the first part, now this is second part. In shloka number 4 to 8, Srimad Bhagavatam mentions about the sages in Naimisharan, and I'm going to tell you about that. And these sages, they are assembled there for a sacrifice. And that description is there in shloka number 4. And then 5 to 8, these sages, when they notice that Sutta Goswami is there, I'm going to introduce you to sages as well as Sutta Goswami. And they are glorifying the Sutta Goswami. So here is the first part. So setting the scene, 4 to 8. This is like a whole story of the Bhagavatam starts here. This is where everything begins. First 3 shlokas is the beginning invocation to Krishna, then glorification of Bhagavatam, and inviting you to relish Bhagavatam. Now is the Bhagavatam starting. Right? And here is the most important part of the Bhagavatam starts here. If you get this, you'll get the whole Bhagavatam. If you miss this, then you'll have a difficulty. So in the shloka number 4, the story begins as once in Naimisharanya, great sages assembled. Here is the picture. This is, you can see all the sages assembled here. And this is, the sages are headed by, here the personality Shaunakrushi. And the personality sitting here is Sutta Goswami. I'm going to show you another picture actually, so you will come to understand it properly here. So another picture of the same thing. Here is the Shaunakrushi, and here is Sutta Goswami. Okay? So this is at the beginning of the dark age of Kali Yuga. The Dwapar has ended. Lord Krishna has departed already to his own world. And at that time, all these sages, they assembled in a place called as Naimisharanya. I'm going to show you a picture of Naimisharanya. I was there actually. This is the picture. I was there in this year actually, 2023 beginning. So here is the Naimisharanya. It is about 90 kilometers from the capital of Uttar Pradesh called Lucknow. कहाँ से आप? And there is a river there, Gomti river, And this is the pond. I visited, it's a beautiful place. Okay. So all these sages, they assemble there. Right? And the lead of them is Shaunak Rishi. Okay? And the sage who is sitting in front of them is Sutta Goswami. So what happened is that the sages assembled there, and they assembled there to perform a big sacrifice. Why? To pray for the well-being of people in the Kali Yuga. Because they noticed that people in the Kali Yuga have a problem. So for the well-being of them, they started a fire sacrifice. And the sacrifice was 1,000 years old. Long sacrifice they wanted to do. At that time, when they had finished their work, they saw that Sutta Goswami was walking by. So in the 5th shloka, it said, all the sages performed morning duties and offered Vyasasana to Sutta Goswami. So then Sutta Goswami came there. So here is the sages again. I'm going to go to the picture here. And they offered the seat to Sutta Goswami. In the morning when they finished there, they were about to begin the yagna. And they said, Sutta Goswami came. Oh, Sutta Goswami, please come, have a seat. And then they start talking to Sutta Goswami. Now, in this chapter, in the shloka number 6 to 8, all the sages are glorifying Sutta Goswami. And why they are inviting Sutta Goswami to give the knowledge, the qualification of a person who is glorifying Srimad Bhagavatam. So first they say that, oh Sutta Goswami, Tava khalu puranani seti sahani chanadha akhyatarani apidhitani dharma shastrani yanita. So they say, oh Sutta Goswami, you are anagha. Means you are free from all sinful activities. And you are adhisthani. Adhisthani means you are very well versed in all the Vedic literature. And what are those Vedic literature? Puranas, Itihas, Purani, Setihasani, Dharma Shastrani. Puran, Itihas and Dharma Shastra. Sutta Goswami was very acquainted with that. So he had no sinful activity in history. He was very pure. He was very knowledgeable. And you explained them also in the past. Akhyatani. So he had this experience of reciting and explaining the Vedic literature. Then the next shloka they say that you have knowledge of Vyasadeva and other sages also. Sutta Goswami was in a disciplic succession, like a parampara. So he was associating with Vejgaji, all the great personalities. A person is known by the company what he keeps. Right? If you associate with saintly people, I know that you have a big family. But if you associate with some goofy characters, then I know what type of person you are. Right? So the man is known by the company what he keeps. That's why we have to be very careful about company with people. So the sages noticed that Sutta Goswami always associating with the sages. What type of movies are we seeing? What sort of music we are listening? What type of literature we are reading? It all counts actually in our life. Everything counts. And further, in the last shloka, they say that, which shloka? That, Sutta Goswami, you are submissive, snigdhasya, you are very gentle, saumya. And hence, gurus like Vyasadevji and other sages have endowed you with favor. Therefore, you please speak to us. So here you see, the sages, headed by Shaunak Rishi, they are glorifying Sutta Goswami and they are saying that the qualities of a leader is this. He should be pure, no sinful activities. We should be knowledgeable. We should be in the proper parampara system, like Vivek also. And we should be very submissive, very humble. Don't be arrogant, right? That is what it says. And very gentle. Soumya also. So these are the qualities of leader. Or qualities of speaker of Srimad Bhagavatam. So what are these qualities? Can we all read together? Anaga. Anaga means?
Freed from all vices.
Free from all the sinful reactions. Right? So you have to be, when you want to be a leader, you have to avoid sinful actions. The next one is explained as well as read. Akyatani adhikani. So you should be very well read as well as you have explained before. Then third one is Veda Vidam Shreshtaha. Very learned Vedantist. Elder, senior. Saumya. Simple. Pure. And Snigdasya. You have to be very submissive. These are the qualities of a leader of Sri Bhagavatam. Right? So, 6, 7 and 8 shloka glorifies the characters of the speaker. Okay. Now, the last part of this chapter, 9 to 23rd shlokas, where sages describe the state of affairs of Kali Yuga people, which is very condemned age. This age is a condemned age. Everybody thinks they are very happy, but they don't know how unhappy they are, or what is the problem facing going to come in the future. So the Kali Yuga has lots of problems. So sages describe the condemned state of affairs of Kali Yuga people, and then they ask 6 questions expressing their eagerness to hear about welfare. These are the 6 questions. So again, Kali Yuga people, eagerness to hear, and 6 questions. These are the main 3 topics of last shloka number 9 to 23 means how many shlokas? 14? 14 shlokas. Okay, so let's read this. Okay, so here is the main thing: 6 questions by sages, and here is this picture of the sages which I showed you. What is the name of this personality again? Suta Goswami. Here, Shaunaka Rishi. That's the picture here, and this is happening in Naimisharanya. Okay, and this is another picture where you can see the Suta Goswami and Shaunak Rishi and all the sages are connected. And this is another picture. Shaunak Rishi and Suta Goswami. You remember the name now? Kevin, will you remember them?
Shaunak is going to be a bit harder, but I remember now.
You know British Prime Minister? His name is Rishi Sunak. Rishi Sunak. You know that? Now he's Shaunak Rishi. Exactly opposite.
Oh.
Why? Because this comes from the Indian heritage. Okay. The British Prime Minister's name is Rishi Sunak. And this sage's name is Shaunak. You understand this? This is all the linking. Everything is linked. You remember now, Rishi Shaunak? You will forget it or not? If you forget, remember British Prime Minister. Is that right?
I'll forget that. It's easier.
And Suta Goswami. Suta Goswami is a great sage who heard this Srimad Bhagavatam from Shukdev Goswami. Very nice. And Shukdev Goswami learned from Vedavyas. So let's read the first question. Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, first chapter, 10th number shloka. So first shloka is that, actually it should be 9 question, shloka number 9. There is a typing error here, please excuse me. 1.1.9 it should be. So first question is, what is the absolute and ultimate good for people in general? So that is the first question of Suta Goswami. Shaunak Rishi to Suta Goswami saying that people are very troublesome. The life of the people is very troublesome. So, can you please explain me People are generally engaged in the material activities, and everybody is in trouble. So, can you please help us to know what is absolute and ultimate good for everybody? Then the sage says that Prayena Alpayusha Sabhya, sorry, yeah, text number 10, first chapter. Says Prayena Alpayusha Sabhya Kalo Asmin Yuge Jana Manda Sumanda Matayo Manda Bhagyahi Upadrata. So he says that, O Sukadeva Goswami, the people in this life, in this Kali Yuga are Alpayusha. Alpayusha means less life. Quarrelsome, lazy, manda, and misguided, sumanda matayo, unlucky, manda bhagya, upadrata, always disturbed. These are the people in the Kali Yuga are almost always have short life. They are quarrelsome, they are lazy, misguided, unlucky, and above all they are disturbed. Is that true for all of us? Our life is very short. So sages are saying that people are so much disturbed. So please tell something which is absolute and ultimate good of people in Vijnana. So this is the shloka. Om sam ekantah shreyas tannaha samshitum arhasi. So what is the ultimate and absolute good for everybody? Is there some way the ordinary man can easily become free from the misery and achieve eternal happiness? Is there any way they can become happy? If you ask who? Say it's asking for whom? Us. To Sukadeva. And that's it. And people in the Kali Yuga have a very, very short life. So whatever life it is, in that short life also they are fighting with each other. What is the... You don't have actually any life left. You don't have money and you are fighting and killing each other. What a problem, right? People are suffering, right? Those people who have war there, they have no money, no water, no food. For what they are fighting for? Crazy, right? Literally crazy. There's so much land on this world. So much barren land. In Canada, there's so much land. Whole world is free of land. It's just a small piece of land. People are killing each other. So life is very short. Why should we fight in this short life? What is the point? When you don't agree with somebody, what do? I do not have time to fight with you. Please. You just carry on, I will carry on, that's it. Right? Because I have so many things on my plate. I have to chant Krishna's name 16 times every day. I have to read Bhagavad Gita every day. I have to read Bhagavatam. I have to do puja, archana. I have to serve so many devotees. Why to fight? No point in fighting. But people in the Kali Yuga have this tendency to spend the time in fighting. Second thing, they spend time in sleeping. Lazy. We invite so many people. Can you come to Srimad Bhagavatam? Half of them might be watching movie. Some might be shopping somewhere. Some might be doing something else which is, I don't know. And then some people are misguided. There are other people who are going to guide them to the hell. So this is the problem with the country. So the sages are asking them, can you please tell something good for them? Further, the sages say that in this next question, in the 11th shloka, first chapter, they say that there are many varieties of scriptures. Please select the essence of all the scriptures and explain it for the good of living entities. Because if you decide to read all the scriptures, it will be almost impossible. Okay? So Suta Goswami, you have learned all the scriptures. You know all the sages. You are associated with Vedyaji. You are pure. You are not envious of anybody. Haven't done any sinful activities. You have blessings of all the seniors. So why don't you tell us which is the best for everybody? Take the essence of all the scriptures and tell us. And that is Srimad Bhagavatam. The essence of all the world, every Vedic literature is assembled here in this book. That is Srimad Bhagavatam. As the Ganga is the purest of all the rivers, Srimad Bhagavatam is the purest of all the literatures. Only difference is between Ganga and Srimad Bhagavatam is that Ganga every time you have to go and take the bath. It takes long time. But Srimad Bhagavatam you read once and you will be purified. That is the benefit of Srimad Bhagavatam. So the second question was, what was the second question? There are so many Vedic literatures and people do not have time. So can you please summarize all those in short for us? No? So that by hearing this Srimad Bhagavatam literature, people's heart becomes satisfied. The third question they say is, Oh Sutta Goswami, what was the purpose that Krishna, who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, appeared as son of Devaki and Vasudeva? Why did he appear there? Huh? Devakyam Vasudevasya Jato Yasya Chikirshaya. So, Sutta Goswami, Sutta Janasi Bhadram Te Bhagavan Satatam Pati. Oh Sutta Goswami, you know what purpose Krishna appeared. So please tell us, why did he appear as son of Devaki and Vasudeva? That is the third question. Then next one, shloka number 13 to 16. After asking these three questions, they take a pause. You should not ask the questions continuously. Because they are very nice, like we invited them, we welcomed him, gave them a seat, then glorified him. Right? Now they say, okay, we are doing the sacrifice for the people who have a very real problem in the Kali Yuga. But you know everything. So can you please, rather than they say, we want to do the sacrifice. Because sacrifice is for good. But I know that you know something better than the sacrifice. So please tell us about that. First is, what is ultimate and absolute good? Second is, there are so much scriptures, but can you summarize that? Third is, why Krishna appeared as son of Devaki. So you see, with all the three questions, they are related with, ultimately they are coming to Krishna. They wanted to know about Krishna. And they knew that absolute and ultimate good for everybody is Krishna. The summary of all the Vedic literature is to know Krishna. And that is why they say that this Krishna, is that the same one who came as appearance of Devaki and Vasudeva's son? If so, please tell us about that. Everything is linked. You get the point? Now they take a pause. In shloka number 13 to 16, now sages are glorifying this Krishna. They say about the Krishna now a little bit. So they are saying that this is the Krishna who, even unconsciously somebody chants the name of Krishna, he becomes free from the material engagement. Apanna samsmatim ghoram yananama vivasho granam tato yadyo vimuchyate yada viveti swayam bhava. So now they take a pause. They're talking about Krishna. They say that one who unconsciously chants the Lord Krishna's name gets free from material entanglement. What is the entanglement? You understand? What is that?
Attachment, desire,
More?
getting swept off in unnecessary things.
That is true. But another entanglement is repeated birth and death. You are trapped, right? Punarapi janma, punarapi marana, punarapi janma, punarapi marana. Birth, janma, mrityu, janma, mrityu, janma, jara, vyadi, dukkha, dosha, vinasham. But somebody who unconsciously chants Krishna's name, these are also free from this entire name. That is the power of Krishna name. Krishna's name is very powerful. Krishna is the supreme absolute personality of God. Next one is they say the devotees of Lord sanctify those who come in touch with them immediately. Where is the Ganges water? Sanctify one after along with this. Again, I was talking about Srimad Bhagavatam. Similar is the analogy of the devotees of Lord who are very pure, like Srila Prabhupada. You know Srila Prabhupada's life? All the hippies who were drunkard, who were doing all the illicit activities, who were gambling, cheating, everything, they all, when they came in association with Srila Prabhupada, they become pure. That is the power of purity. So they are saying that Sutta Goswami, you are very pure. So please purify our heart. Because you are the devotees of God. Next one is, who in the Kali Yuga can be delivered without hearing the virtuous glories of Lord? So the Lord's name is very powerful. Lord's pastimes are very powerful. It can purify our heart. Then who will be the person who will not like to hear Srimad Bhagavatam? Everybody should hear Srimad Bhagavatam because it is going to purify our heart, make our life blissful and happy. Right? So to deliver everybody from this age of quarrel, Srimad Bhagavatam is there. So they are saying that who in the Kali Yuga will not like to hear this Bhagavatam? Everybody should like to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. So then they continue with the questions now. So 3 questions they asked, then they glorified about Lord Krishna. Now they are asking another question. So shloka number 17, they say that this is the Lord Krishna who appears in various incarnations in Purusha Avatar. So please describe various avatars as Purusha Avatar. There are various types of avatar. One is called Purusha Avatar, one is called Leela Avatar. So Purusha Avatar means Lord appears himself as Krishna, Rama, Parshuram, all these are Purusha Avatar. And then there are Leela Avatars like Matsya Avatar, Vara Avatar, Kurma Avatar. These are called Leela Avatar. Leela means Lord appears in that particular form for a very short time. Like Narsimha Avatar is Leela. Matsya Avatar is Leela. But Krishna is always Purusha. Krishna is Avatari actually. Ram is Purusha. So please tell us about Purusha Avatar and Leela Avatar. Why did not appear? And then we are saying that the last shloka of this section is that we do not get tired after hearing Krishna Katha. So please keep on telling us about Krishna because we are never satisfied about hearing Krishna. So that is the quality of devotee. The devotees are never satisfied even they hear a lot about Krishna or read a lot about Krishna. They want to hear more and more and more. So that is what the qualification of the devotee is. So 4th and 5th shloka, the question is that describe Leela Avatar, Purusha Avatar. And now we are coming to the 20th shloka here. Here they say that Lord Krishna, he performed along with Balramji various pastimes like a human being. So please tell us about Krishna and Balram's pastimes. Ritvan kila karmani saharamena Keshava. Ramena means Balram. Keshava means Krishna. So Krishna and Balram performed certain pastimes. So please tell me about that. Atim Martyani Bhagavan Buddha Kalpata Manusha. They just took a form just like a human being. Krishna and Balram, they appeared just like a ordinary human being and they performed their pastimes. So can you please tell us about So, just summarizing this, that in shloka number 7 to 20, they want to hear more about Krishna. They are eager to hear about Krishna. So, they say Krishna and Balram, Purusha avatar, Leela avatar, please tell us about that. This Krishna and Balram, who took the form of a human being, please tell me about them also a little bit more. So, they want to hear everything about Krishna and his pastimes. And then in shloka number 21 and 22, they say that we assembled here to perform the sacrifice, but actually we are assembled here to hear Krishna. Our purpose is to hear about Krishna. And they glorify Sutta Goswami. Say, Sutta Goswami, you are the captain of our ship. You are the captain. Captain means what we navigates the whole thing. So Sutta Goswami, you are the one who are our main leader. You have to tell us about Krishna. You are the captain of ship to cross over the ocean of Kali, and only by our good fortune we have got your association. So we want to be with you. Can you please tell us about Krishna Katha? Actually, in this Kali Yuga, this human form of life, it is very rare to find devotees. If you ever find a devotee, don't leave them. Devotees are hard to find. Everybody is materialistic in this world, right? Everybody is searching for, you go outside, everybody is searching for money, power, that's it, nothing else. If you ever find a person who is looking for Krishna, don't give that person. Because nobody is looking for Krishna now. Everybody is looking for Maya, right? Maya will not come. Who will come? So as soon as you find somebody interested in Krishna, let's grab that person. You know, there is a story of Gajendra. Gajendra was an elephant. And this Gajendra in his previous life was a great devotee of Lord. But somehow or other he got cursed and he had to take a birth as an elephant. One day, short story, it's a long story but I'm making it short. Gajendra was swimming in the water and a crocodile came and bite his leg. Now, elephant is very powerful on the land and the crocodile is very powerful in water. So crocodile being having his all energy grabbed at the feet of elephant, Gajendra. Gajendra, even though he was very strong, he could not remain himself. Gajendra was crying, nobody helped him. Gajendra, all of a sudden, his mind went back to his previous life. In his previous life, I was a great devotee of Lord Krishna. He started remembering Krishna in his mind. At that time, Lord Vishnu himself came with the Sudarshan and took the chakra, and where did he hit? Crocodile. And as soon as Lord Sudarshan chakra hit crocodile, crocodile was killed and crocodile got liberated. Whosoever is killed by Krishna is liberated. So Gajendra was surprised. Hey Krishna, I am the one who remembered you and who got liberated. This crocodile. How is that possible? I did the bhakti in my previous life. I remembered you and you liberated this and not me. He said, Krishna says, I liberate those who catch the feet of my devotee. Did you get the point? The person who catches the feet of a devotee is liberated first because he knows the value of the devotee. So in this life, if you ever get a chance to associate with Krishna or Krishna's devotee, never give up because you will never find those people. There are very rare species, dinosaurs on this planet. Hard to find pure devotees. So there are very few takers of Srimad Bhagavatam, not many. So if you find somebody interested, don't leave that person. That is the real jewel of everything. You see, we don't need many stars, we need only one moon. All the millions of stars, they don't give any light to the sky. But one moon is enough. tomorrow is full moon day. Purnima. Purnima, one big moon will brighten up the whole sky. Is that right? Full moon. So we don't need million stars. We don't need them. We need only one pure devotee like Srila Prabhupada who is good enough to purify the whole planet. So here, the sages are glorifying Sutta Goswami and saying how lucky we are that by providence we have met you. We are very fortunate. So we don't want to leave you. So please, you become our captain. As soon as you find some qualified devotee, what do? Don't give up. Just catch hold of him. They say, oh, you are the one we are looking for. We don't want to give. That is the one. Devotees are always eager to hear about Krishna Katha. As soon as they find a devotee, they don't talk about politics, nothing else. They say, okay, we want to hear about Krishna and Krishna, nothing else. Please tell us about Krishna. So they made him a captain. Why they made him a captain? The qualifications we talked about. He was sinless. He was very knowledgeable. He had read all the scriptures. He had explained it in past. He had a blessing of Vedvyaji. He was in disciplic succession, Guru Parampara system. He was well versed in Ityasas, Puranas. He was very senior. And on the top of that, he was humble. Not egoistic. So they caught hold of this. Then they glorified. And the next few shlokas, we are on the last part of this chapter. We'll finish it in the next 10 minutes. So sages are saying to Sutta Goswami that since Krishna, who is the absolute supreme person of Godhead, has gone back to his home. Swakam kasthanudopate dharmam kam sharanam gata. So Krishna, Vahi Yogeshwara Krishna, Brahmanye Dharma Varmani. Swam kastam adhunopete dharma kam sharanam gata. So Krishna has departed along with all his qualities. So please tell us, who should we approach for the religious principles of Dharma? Who will tell us about Dharma? How can we know about Dharma? Whom should we worship? Krishna is gone now. Who will give us the guidance now? So long Krishna was guiding. Krishna says, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharat. Krishna is gone now. So who is going to look after the Dharma? What is the next part? So that is the 23rd shloka. And that's where the chapter ends. So we have finished the first chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam. So what are the 6 questions? Let's revise them. First question, what is the absolute and ultimate good? People in the Kali Yuga have very less life. People are troublesome. They are a lot of problems. They are lazy, quarrelsome. So for these people, tell something which is absolute and ultimate. Second is, there are so many scriptures. Can you please tell us the essence of all the scriptures? Third, why did Lord Krishna appear as son of Devaki and Vasudeva? Please tell us about Krishna and Balram's pastimes and Krishna's various incarnations, Leela Avatar, Purusha Avatar. And the last question is, after Krishna has gone back to home, back to Godhead, who is protecting the Dharma? So these are the 6 questions. So this is the first chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, and I would like to summarize again with that flow chart, so that you fix this thing in your mind. So what is that? First 3 shlokas, definition of absolute truth, glories of Srimad Bhagavatam, and invitation to relish Srimad Bhagavatam. Then the sages are assembled in the Naimisharanya middle part, and they glorify the Sutta Goswami, the qualities of Sutta Goswami we discussed. And the last part, problems of Kali Yuga, and for their benefit, asking the questions about the scriptures, summary, Krishna, Balram, his pastimes, and who is protecting God. So this is the whole first chapter. We did it today. Next Saturday we'll finish one chapter now. So every Saturday we'll finish one chapter, and in this way, so that you will remember. So now it's easy, right, for you? You're right? Now if you read this chapter at home, I guarantee you, you will get 110% of this. And what you will get will be the small, small details now. What I have given you is the broad canvas. Now you can draw the picture on this canvas as you want. Right? So now the most important thing what you can do today is go and read the entire chapter of first canto, first chapter. If you read this, and then next week you can come with the questions actually. Ask as many questions as you can. Right? So we all will do this. Today, our duty before you go to sleep is first chapter of Bhagavatam. All the shlokas. Now, you see, if you can't read the Sanskrit, then there is a transliteration and word by word. And even easier to make, I would say that if you want to read translation first and then read Sanskrit, that is also fine. So that you don't get blocked. Right? Or read translation all the time and then come to the Sanskrit because you are not familiar with Sanskrit language. But with this canvas, you can build on it. Right? Okay? Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. You have any questions, Prabhu? Yeah? Any comments? How did you find it? Useful? Or a little bit more? How much useful you find it?